Oh my gosh. Hello. So, yeah. Today's been quite a day. I just got off the phone with my baby brother. He's in California. He kind of doesn't have a place to stay. Staying with my cousin. It's like Cousinville. I have a place back in Maryland. I have a place to stay. It's really bad when you get to a point in your life where you don't have anyone to turn to, but you do have a few friends that are willing to help you. I just don't agree with how he's thinking right now, but I understand his frustration. Anyway, he was talking to me, but I think he got either mad at me. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure because I was like, hey, don't think that way. Like, just relax. But he's upset. So I spoke to my ex-boyfriend today, and I tried to get him to understand the reasons why I came here, and he thinks that I'm okay with him being hurt. And I'm like, no, I'm not okay with you feeling hurt, obviously, but he's just a little bit too, like, emotionally, like, manipulative, if that makes any sense. Like, he's a little bit, he's a little bit manipulative. I think he's trying to get me to feel guilty and remorseful for him feeling hurt. And I'm like, okay, you have no remorse. Why should I feel remorseful for wanting to be happy? He's like, well, you just came over here to obtain that guy's seed. To obtain his seed. And the reason he's saying that is because Elvin and I want to have a baby. We're in love. We want to reproduce our love. A lot of people do it. Many times. I mean, a lot of people do it. Throughout, the history of humankind, people fall in love. People want to reproduce their love into beautiful little angels on this planet. Most people that fall in love and, like, he wants to do things the right way. Like, he wants it to be, like, blessed by his church and things like that. I can care less, but it means something to him. So I'm trying to get things right legally so that him and I can, like, be together legally and stuff. But there's a lot of things that I want to, like, close off with my ex. Like, you would think that the closure has been found. I've found closure, but he hasn't. And I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe it's a bad idea to even contact him. Maybe y'all will agree too that it's bad to contact the ex when you're in a new relationship. But a part of me misses the friendship, and the fact that we're both American and speak English to each other fluently, whereas I have to kind of tap into my inner Latina and, like, speak nothing but Spanish to my boyfriend. And I want to teach him English, but it's different, and it's like a getting used to. And typically, I go for a different type of guy, and he's just not the type of guy that I typically go for. But I don't care about that. Like, he is a handsome guy. He's cute. It's not even about that, though. It's just his heart that I am in love. I love his heart. I love the way he is. And he makes me happy. So today has been a pretty interesting day, and I just wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts. Life isn't life is never really easy. It's not meant to be easy. And even if it appears that way, there is always something higher and powerful and bigger than you are that taps at your consciousness and your subconscious, and it goes back to a conversation I had with my daughter. I don't even want to make a separate video. I'm simply going to say this. There was a moment in time, my daughter was only 6, and she and I were looking at the sky. And typically the sky, like, kind of rotates with the clouds, like the earth as it moves, so you can see kind of the clouds passing by as you sit and watch. Well, on this particular day, it was bright and sunny outside, blue skies, beautiful day. I was looking up and it was like as if the earth stood still because the clouds were just above us. And my daughter was sitting next to me. She was just kind of looking and gazing. And I was like, hey, do you see any clouds moving by chance? She says, no. But I do see this. And it was like as if somebody was, like a pounding, like a vibration kind of thing. And she's like, you don't see it? I said, no. And then she asked me, she said, Mommy, when do we know we're alive? And I said to her immediately, without hesitation, I replied, when we acknowledge our subconscious. And she says, what about the language? And then again, I immediately replied without hesitation. I replied, I said, when we put context to sound. And then as if somebody hit resume, suddenly the clouds started like moving with the wind. And, it was really like intense, short and sweet. And it was as if we both stepped out of our minds and we're like these spirits, this energy balls sitting next to each other observing life. And I was in awe of that moment. And I have shared that with a couple of people. Now I'm sharing it with all of you. And hopefully that brings some kind of insight to anyone that may be feeling perplexed or some kind of way about how they're living their life. Just live your life to the fullest and be happy. And as soon as you feel the happiness vibes, just keep holding on to that. Keep feeding yourself with positivity, positive light. Okay? And I'll talk more about other stuff later. Bye. Hit like and subscribe, please. I promise to bring more videos your way. And hopefully they'll be entertaining and informative. Hoping to fulfill this purpose.